First of all, I want to welcome you all to Watsanfran. It's very nice to see you all today. Today is a special Buddhist holiday. Well, it's a special Buddhist day. It's called the Exit the Vassa Day, which is the day where the monks have spent the whole rains retreat, usually around 3 months or so, in one place. And they dedicate themselves to practice, to improvement. And on this day, normally a special monk event happens that a lot of lay people don't know about. So for the lay people, you come and you make offerings, you support the monks on the day that they leave the place, and you make offerings. But for the monks in the afternoon, we have to do a special ceremony. And it's a monk-only ceremony. But the ceremony is called Pavarana. Now in this ceremony, there's a very special thing that we do, which has been taught by the Buddha, is at the end of the Vassa, we all come together and we bow to each other and we give each other permission to criticize each other and to tell us what we did wrong. This is a very important thing because in Buddhism and in life, if we do not accept criticism, if we do not accept people's opinions or what people see that we have done, how can we improve? In the life that we live nowadays, they have a saying which is like, can't nobody tell me nothing, right? You can't tell me I'm wrong, I'll fight you. You can't tell me I did something wrong, I'll find something you did wrong. And we're so obsessed with, don't tell me I'm wrong, don't point out my faults, I'm embarrassed. But we don't understand how that actually hurts us. It hurts us because we don't get the information that we're missing. When you have things in your teeth, do you know? Most often you don't. When you don't zip up your fly or when you have a hole in your pants, do you know? Often you don't. Other people see it. And if you create a personality where they cannot tell you, they're not allowed to tell you, guess who the one who's going to be embarrassed is? It's you. Improvement in life comes from fixing our problems. If we just sit on how good we are with nothing being fixed, then how do things get better? One thing that has happened recently that we have encountered is that in this past week, many people have had loved ones passed away. We had a family member of ours pass away a couple days ago. One of our members had her older sister pass away yesterday. And we just found out another one of our members had her father pass away, I think yesterday. These are all things that are very earth-shaking. They make your lives tremble. But one thing that the monks have tried to teach people, and the Buddha tried to teach people, is preparation. This is why that, they tell you, like, when you have these big events, come to the temple, ask for advice, receive counseling. But when you receive the counseling, what the monks will tell you is, we need to prepare for the next one too. This is not a random thing that happens out of the blue. This is part of human nature. Once you're born, you have to pass away. But the problem is, when we are shocked, it's because we haven't prepared for it. Our whole life, we don't want to talk about our mom dying, our dad dying, our friends dying. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to hear about it. We don't want to think about it. It hurts. But because we're afraid of that pain of talking about it, that's why when it does happen, the pain is way more. But if you practice it first, you contemplate it first, you think about it first, you become more accustomed to it. And in fact, it's even better because then you appreciate the people when they're alive much more. And so this is one of those things where when you have time in your life, we need to learn how to improve. And one of the things that we can improve is practicing the things that are going to happen. Sickness, illness, aging, loss, all of these things will happen. And if we're unprepared for them, that's where the shock comes in. But if we spend some time preparing for them, we can be ready for them when they happen. And so one of the first steps to this is what you guys are doing now. Coming to the temple, listening to the Dhamma, listening to sermons, asking for advice, asking for help with your problems. This is one of the first steps. Just like the monks. On the day of Pavarana, we look at each other and say, tell me, in the last 3 months that we've been together, what have I done wrong? What have I done that was a mistake? What have I done that could be done better? It doesn't matter that I'm elder, you're elder, who's older, who's bigger, who's stronger. We can all improve. Let's help each other improve. And that is something that we should all shoot for in life. Self-improvement. Because that's how you make the world a better place. Not by changing other people, but by improving yourself and being the change you want to see. Sadhu.